So, welcome to AI Learn Today, this kind of informal microcast podcast with Anuar and myself, Rufus Pollock at Datopian. And today we're going to talk about OpenClaw, this open source agent system that's sort of been going kind of completely viral. And, we've also been playing around with it in the last few days and before. And maybe we start out. What is OpenClaw, Anu? Do you want to talk a little bit about what it is?
Sure. Yeah. So OpenClaw is a new, relatively new open source project that enables you to build and self-host AI agents and make them like a AI assistant or just general AI agents that can perform different tasks. But essentially, it just connects to some LLM. Can be popular models from Anthropic, OpenAI, or Google, and then it just acts in between LLM and yourself, providing additional memory and workflows and so on. And it connects to your preferred chat app like WhatsApp or Telegram.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should say something for ourselves, but also people listening, which is obviously it's like when people say AI, they often think of like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or these other models, and these are large language models, and these have become the kind of dominant form of AI, at least people are familiar with. And what is an agent? Well, those things, obviously, you just chat with them. They say things back to you. But an agent is allowing the AI to then go and take action in the world. You've connected it to kind of tooling so it can, I don't know, book a flight for you, look at your calendar, take some other actions. That turns an AI into an agent. And the other aspect is, well, it's great, to go to your web browser or to your phone app for ChatGPT or Gemini and talk to it there. Wouldn't you prefer to talk to your AI through Telegram or WhatsApp or, call it up on the phone, through an interface you're familiar with? And so what kind of OpenClaw is putting those together? It's an agent, and it was also focused on creating these kind of interfaces into interacting with the underlying kind of AI. So really, if you like thinking it pasted together, it's kind of underlying kind of powerful large language model for doing stuff, for kind of thinking and reasoning and taking actions, combined with good variety of interfaces to interact, including your preferred ones, and a bunch of tools for doing stuff that makes an agent. And somehow, people have been playing with these. People have been talking about agents for decades, but they've been playing with these even, obviously, the moment LLMs really took off. But it's really like the sweet spot of the last year. I mean, variety of things. And this project is only 2 months old. So and just say we've obviously been playing with it ourselves, because the immediate thing, just to say, the immediate thing you think is like, whoa, but I'm giving an LLM, which anyone, and maybe like opening its interface to my machine or the whole internet or something, and I'm allowing it powers. Like, some people have even like allowed it to go and buy stuff, and things like that. That's obviously hugely risky. And so, most people are a bit cautious about running this on your own machine, because any security vulnerability in it, and particularly AIs are designed to be given prompts to do things. So if someone can persuade you to run something on there, which people are doing all the time, that's the way you basically enhance these agents, is tell them to upload more kind of code or instructions that could be abused. And so one of the first things we were thinking about, something I was thinking about, is I do not want to run this. I mean, I did try out running it on my machine very briefly and then turn it off. But how can I run this, how can I run this in a secure way? And normally the first phase is to run it in a virtual machine, either on your own machine or host one. And so that's one thing just we've been learning with on kind of AI Learn Today is, I think, Annie, you've set one up, I've set one up. We found actually 𝐲𝐬𝐬, just as a recommendation, was super cool as a way to deploy OpenClaw and just to deploy stuff generally as a kind of AI interface actually to running virtual machines was super cool, that we played around with. I certainly played around with a lot more in the last 2 or 3 days. And we've got our OpenClaw interface running. And what have we kind of been, we've been looking at connecting Telegram, connecting to different things. It's a bit trickier running some of these things in a VM than on your own machine. Anything else you've been running into, Anu, and you're working on next?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I started with setting it up on my local computer, but as you said, there are a lot of security concerns because on our own laptops we have a lot of sensitive information. The interesting thing is that in personality file of OpenClaw, it tells that it instructs it that it should not share any personal information about the owner, which sounds good, but still, I think somebody can break it, can find a way to to prompt it and get some info. Yeah, and I also tried 𝐿𝐧𝐤𝐬, which is cool, and connecting it to Telegram is, I think, very straightforward, and you can start chatting, you can start building memory. It basically creates a daily notes in memory directory, wherever it's running, and then it tries to remember all the conversations, and this way you can build knowledge through the chat interface. So I think in a way you are becoming like a manager of AI agents through your chat interface, which is very interesting approach.
Yeah. I mean, that's the next step for us. Me, I want to use it. We want to experiment, whether it's OpenClaw or others. We've been experimenting already I've been replacing how I did knowledge bases in Obsidian
Yeah.
a year ago to now I just want to talk like a voice interface or a text interface, but an unstructured interface is the way we're going. And setting up OpenClaw or something else to run our knowledge bases is something we're looking at, and for actually AI Learn Today's knowledge base that we're already developing. And also connect it to our Discord so we can just kind of drop links, the classic kind of links, threads that you'd have or channels can just run off that. So anyway, that's it for today. We're trying to keep these really short, and we'll see you very soon in the next one. Hit
See you.
subscribe or follow us on Substack, on AI Learn Today, or on the Datopian YouTube to keep following us. Thanks a lot.